My name is Jean-Christophe Haas, and I am responsible of communication for Kuhn Group. And I am very pleased to present to you Karl. Karl, our new robot in terms of arable farming. Worldwide premiere here at Agritechnica. Why do we develop such a Karl product? Simply because we very strongly believe in automatization of farming. Many tasks indeed today are laborious, take time, sometimes without real added value, and sometimes even a little bit dangerous. All these are doors who open the possibility towards automatization. We have here Karl, who is carrying tools in the front and in the back. It's a device which is driven by tracks, rubber tracks, because we want to limit the compactation on the soil. But also we equip Karl with intelligent tools. What do we mean by intelligent tools? The idea and the philosophy is the tool is driving Karl and not the opposite. It's the tool who is going to say to Karl, stop, I have a problem. I need to reverse the sense of rotation of my tines to eject a stone, for example, or make my tines, if I am a rotary harrow, turn faster because the soil is very hard. So it's really the tool who drives Karl. The tool is driven electrically, but Karl has an engine, a diesel engine, 170 horsepower, produced by Volvo, related to a generator, and the generator produces electricity who will animate the tool and also the rubber tracks. So that's where the intelligence comes from, the electrical driven implements. The rubbers come from Michelin. The technology for security are, I would say, classical ones, traditional ones, the ones everybody knows. Geofencing, LIDAR, to recognize all the obstacles that we can encounter in a field. And as a matter of fact, we already have experience in Kuhn Group because we have developed in the past 6 years Aura, which is a self-driven automatic robot for feeding, mixing and distributing. And as you know, a robot which is working in a farm has to deal with many more dangers, people, animals, cars, and whatsoever. So all this technology related to security, we know it, and we have integrated it into Karl for the development of all the security aspects, etc. Geofencing, this means that we simply will draw the area in which Karl can work safely, and Karl cannot exceed and not go out of this territory. Also very important, we want to develop tools that do not exceed the transport width of 2.50 meters because Karl cannot drive on the road. So what we are looking for basically as a client is not a big farm, but it's a farm with big pieces of land and not too far away from each other. The more Karl is in the field, the better it is. The less it's on the road, the better it is. So no big farms necessarily, but big fields. That's what will make Karl efficient. Then the objective, of course, is to have as many tools as possible so that Karl can work day and night. Karl is driven by GPS. You just need the GPS signal for it to be operational. Many advantages. It's a long track in front of us. We have developed many things, and the road will still be quite long, but we are convinced that this is really the future of agriculture. So next step for us is developing the complementary tools. For example, tools like fertilizer spreader, like sprayers, but also tools like seeders, which necessitate complementary difficulty, which is to feed the machine when it's empty. That's the next step of our development.